Knock knock, who's there? Oh, it's a really, really good episode of Riverdale, and we're breaking it all down on Sweetwater Secrets. Hey Riverbabes, I'm your host Leanne Aguilera, and this is the Sweetwater Secrets after show for episode 220, chapter 33, Shadow of a Doubt, which was, without a doubt, insane.
Oh my god. It's the Black Hood!
Now, even though this was an epic episode, I'm still dishing out a long list of things I didn't like in Hisses and Kisses. Plus, I'm bringing an exclusive scoop straight from Lil Reinhart talking all about Dark Betty. But first, we need to discuss the fact that we have yet another potential death in Riverdale in the Blue and Gold breakdown. First up, two of the biggest questions from the musical episode were finally answered. Turns out Moose was pissed backstage because he discovered that Midge was slithering with someone else on the side. Fangs!
Jeez, Fangs, you know how guilty this makes you look?
The new sheriff in town arrested Fangs, but when no one could prove if he murdered Midge, it was time to let him go. But here's the problem. Hiram amped up his manipulative ways and convinced Reggie and the rest of the Dark Circle Bulldogs to raise hell.
Let's have some fun.
Now, as Jughead and the rest of the Serpents tried to protect Fangs from the vicious mob outside the jail, Reggie whipped out a gun. Now, Archie tackled him to the ground, but it looks like it's too late for Fangs. Meanwhile, in Black Hood Land, Betty was keeping a suspicious eye on Hal while turning to someone new for help. Someone who also knows what it's like to have a murderous father.
I don't think he would hurt his own daughter. And I never thought my dad would shoot his son on the forehead.
That's right, Betty and Cheryl teamed up this week, and in their quest for answers, they were called to the morgue to check out a body. And apparently it wasn't Chick.
Betty, it's okay. It wasn't Chick. But it could have been.
It looked just like him. Whatever. Betty and Cheryl later broke into her father's share B&B. That's clever. And discovered that Hal had the Nancy Drew book with the secret code that the Black Hood used to send the cipher with. Now, Hal pulled some lame excuse.
I found a copy online and I was saving it for your birthday.
And the Cooper family all attended the mayoral debate together. Now, the Black Hood showed up and started showering the room with bullets, but what's this? Hal Cooper was down on the ground while the Black Hood was firing up in the rafters. What? I guess we should all double down on our Hal has an identical twin theory? Or maybe Hal's working with his other brother, Claudius. You tell me. Now, the episode ended with a very creepy Betty asking her dad to meet her at town hall so she could confront him with all her Black Hood evidence.
I wanted to just be between you and me.
But there was a knock at the wrong door. Now, in this episode, Betty dished a lot about the fact that she has a darkness in her. But don't be too quick to call her Dark Betty. Now, here's what Lil Reinhart had to tell me about the distinction between Betty's internal dark side and the wig-wearing Dark Betty.
We've had a lot more of Dark Betty. I'm curious to know, what has been your reaction to how they've treated Dark Betty in season 2?
I feel like the concept of Dark Betty now is a little just representative of her as a sexual woman. You know, like she's coming into her own and figuring out her sexuality, and I guess, you know, being a young woman, and you know, she's 16, she's exploring, she's kind of just lost her virginity, and it's more playful. I don't really think Dark Betty is too much of a representation of her mental health anymore. You know, people thought in season 1 that's what it was, but I think now more so it's just kind of her alter ego in a sexual sense. It's her finding out who she is through her sexuality, as we all
It's an
do.
outlet.
Yeah, for sure.
And on that sultry note, let's jump into 7 Seconds in Heaven. Now, although we got Tony back this week, she was busy with her serpent duty, and Cheryl was preoccupied with her mission to help Cousin Betty. So things on the Shoney side of things were frustratingly MIA. Likewise, it was pretty much crickets between Betty and Jughead. But Barchi really stepped up their game in this week's episode when Veronica walked into Archie's room looking oh so stunning in a black negligee. Now, fans were treated to Varchi kisses, Archie's abs, and even some post-workout cuddles. Don't worry, Shoney and Bughead fans, your end of the season sexy moments are coming too.
I'm super excited.
But for now, let's focus on hisses and kisses. Now keep in mind, even though I enjoyed this episode, this list of hisses is long and vicious. First up, the biggest hiss is going to the fact that Fangs was shot. Actually, no, wait, no. Hisses to everything that happened to Fangs in this episode. First off, he was dating Midge? Am I crazy, or was Fangs giving off some serious flirty eyes to Kevin earlier this season? If he's bisexual, then that's awesome, but I'm just so confused as to why both Moose and Fangs, two people who clearly appreciate the male form, were romantically linked to Midge? What am I missing? And then hisses to Reggie for shooting Fangs outside of the prison. I can't believe that happened. Like, no, I really cannot believe that it happened. Because he was on the ground, and then Archie was there, and then we just saw blood, and the whole moment just absolutely infuriated me.
I'm triggered.
We get it, this town is dangerous, but stop killing people. Hisses to Hiram for not taking his wife's feelings into consideration and for taking advantage of Reggie's dim-witted mind and hot-headed behavior and encouraging them to wreak havoc on the town. Get a hobby, Hiram. Speaking of annoying lodge behavior, hisses to the whole suitors coming to court Veronica kind of thing. I didn't get it. I also didn't get Veronica's newfound obsession with starting a casino in town. If anything, think about opening up another restaurant. I bet that would do really well. Hisses to the fact that the chick look-alike in the body bag was not Chick. Did anyone else rewind that scene like 19 times? I was so confused. It looked so much like him, but then it didn't, but it's not. I don't know. Hisses to Hal for feeding us that BS excuse about the Nancy Drew book being a present for Betty's birthday. You're right. But really though, when is Bee's birthday? Because I'd really like to know. Hisses to Betty for continuing to lie to Jughead about her involvement with the Black Hood.
They took him to the bus station.
I don't know why you keep doing this, girl, but I'm getting really tired of it.
No! God, please, no!
On the flip side with kisses, I really did love seeing Betty confide in Cheryl and watching Riverdale's cutest cousins team up together. I love B and V to pieces, but B and C has a lovely ring to it as well. Kisses to Mayor McCoy, to Riverdale super lawyer McCoy, but could you please let us know where your daughter is? Yeah, okay, thanks. Kisses to seeing more of the Serpents and Joaquin's brief return. I wonder if he's going to stick around long enough to say hi to Kevin.
No offense, Kev.
None taken.
Someone love Kevin. Kisses to Archie for standing by his dad, for wearing that cute campaign sweater, and to Veronica for switching sides from Team Hiram to Team Fred.
I'm supporting your run for mayor.
Good job, girl. And kisses to the fact that we're in the home stretch now, guys. Just 2 more episodes left in season 2. It's almost over. Check back with me next week for the Sweetwater Secrets preview show for episode 221, chapter 34, The Killing of a Sacred Deer, where I'll hopefully be able to shed some light on that truly bizarre title. But for now, you guys know the drill, Riverbabes. Give this video a like and then hit the comments with your top hisses and kisses of the episode. Plus, what are your latest Black Hood theories? Does Hal have a twin? Is he working with Claudius? Do you still care? Tell me or tweet me, and I'll talk to you soon.